that cattail, guys. I know there's been a delay in all of our filming lately. It does take a lot of effort. We've been really working hard on our FRT updates, especially with the CMMG conversion bolt kit. We're going to talk about that in a little bit in today's video, as well as what's going on with Rare Breed. But I did want to talk to you guys to showcase where we're heading with the channel. Now that the FRT stuff is getting a lot of attention, there's a lot of legalities behind it. Again, talk about that in a bit, but we are going to try to expand a little bit. So I brought a couple friends to show you. First off, the Heckler & Koch SP5, the actual MP5 civilian version that is legal to own. So just to give you all a little bit of a tip, we're going to go ahead and lock it in, slap it down, and send some rounds down range. Stay tuned. So guys, I know y'all have seen this gun. This gun is the one that we used in the FRT versus machine gun. And inside that video, a lot of you guys had some questions that raised some concerns. One, is it legal? The answer is yes. No rulings have been made. The FRT-15 by Rare Breed triggers is still 100% legal, and I stand by that. I would not be making an update video if I didn't believe that. They're still available for purchase. You can go over to BigDaddyUnlimited.com/Dustin, that helps the channel out, and pick one up from there. Or you can go over and grab them directly from Rare Breed Triggers over at, I believe it's rarebreedtriggers.com. However, do note they only accept cryptocurrency, so if you're not comfortable with that, you may be out of luck for now. So what I wanted to do today is just answer some of you guys' questions. One, with the legality, and two, how hard is it to get a single shot out? And it's a video I've tried to do before, but I had some issues with my bolt carrier, sorry, not my bolt carrier, my buffer weight was too long because we were trying it in the 9mm and it was just slamming the back and it wouldn't bolt hold open, so we couldn't get it to lock back. So we're gonna try really hard pull, get it to lock open so we can do a single shot, and then we're gonna go in and we're gonna do some controlled burst. But we really just wanna make Freedom ring today and let you guys enjoy some FRT content again. So like usual, 223 Brown Bear lacquered steel ammunition. We've got the FRT-15 installed in my MMP-15 build here. Today we're running the H2 buffer. Again, sweet spot for 223 in my opinion. And we've got the rugged Razor 762 suppressor. We're out on my buddy's deer lease. There's nothing around for miles and miles. We've got a clear backdrop to shoot. If we get a stray bullet going up, it's not hitting anything but trees. Some are way down a ways. But we're gonna keep everything pretty low so everything's nice and safe. This is a closed off environment. There's no one around. This is just us having fun. So let's shut up and shoot. All right guys, so here we go. Let's go ahead and see if we can do a single shot by just pull, let go. I know that doesn't do too well. All right, we're on safe for the moment. We're off safe. Let's lean into position and see if we can do a single shot. Oh, it's pretty good. One shot went down range. Let's try again. I don't know if my spring's finally wearing in, but this is pretty easy to do a single shot. I know you guys have your hesitations because you see all these videos of mag dumps and not many people doing single shots. But it's doable. You just need to have really good finger control. Now, we're probably gonna do a multiple shot, but we're gonna try and ram that trigger back and see if we can get it to hold open and see if it just is a single. It might take off on us. Let's find out. Bolt held open. Again, it's not a lock back, it's just blocked by the trigger guard, holding back that trigger. I release the trigger, the locking mechanism goes in, and guess what? We should be ready to go. All right, so we've confirmed that we can lock back that trigger and it locks it open. You release the trigger, it loads the next round, and you can do single fire. Guys, it's that easy. This is not a trigger that is unsafe. It is not out of control. There's options. All right, so I've already cleared the gun. So we're gonna go ahead and load it again. We're gonna go for more of those single fires. We're on safe. Let's take it off safe and let's do a single. It gets a little jumpy, so sometimes if you move that trigger, you're gonna start pulling it again. Let's try it again. Okay, that was a double. Release the trigger, bolt goes back forward. We're gonna go ahead and put it on safe. So guys, it is doable. You just really need to be aware of what's going on when you're firing the gun, what are your surroundings. It's still unpredictable, so I get it. There's a little bit of a safety issue there. Know what you're doing, know where your muzzle velocity's pointed, or your muzzle pointed at all times. Practice safety with it, guys, and you'll be okay. Now, let's go on to the next part. All right, guys, so we had a little bit of fun with that. Now we're gonna have a lot of fun because it's FRT, and okay, let's talk about the rabbit in the room, or the elephant in the room here. Russia, import ban. We know it happened. September 7th, it goes into effect. Guys, if you didn't follow, last night, $2.99 for a case of AK ammo. Today, on Gunbroker, it was $800 for the same case. The gouging's already occurring. It's gonna follow suit with everything. 9mm, 308, 300 blackout. Guys, Steel 300 blackout just got back on market. It's Russian imported. Guess what? It's gone. So prices are gonna start going up. Be prepared. Make sure your Liberty stash is good, but stock up when you can. Buy it cheap, put it deep. That's what we need to go and focus on, okay? So we had piled it deep and cheap, so we're okay to do this, but we really want to go ahead and let freedom ring with this guy. So let's go ahead and check it. We're all clear. So we're gonna load it up and we're just gonna do a full send. We're on safe. So let's go ahead and enjoy this little mag dump montage. All right, guys, so that was just a fun little video to talk about what's going on. Currently, there is a lawsuit that's happening with rare breed triggers versus the ATF, essentially. And it's important. It's important for a lot of reasons because ATF is not a legislative branch. ATF is like your police officers. They're enforcing the law. They're able to interpret the law as long as that interpretation is in the spirit of the law. What they're doing is trying to change the law to meet their interpretation in order to ban these FRT triggers. The guys over at Rare Breed Triggers are doing a phenomenal job of standing up for our 2A rights, because you got to remember, the Second Amendment is protected by the First is protected by the Second. If they take away our 2A rights, they're going to go after the First Amendment next, which is your freedom of speech. Guys, we can't let happen to us what's currently happening by the Taliban and everything else going on in Afghanistan, where the Afghans are currently getting drove out of their country, and the Taliban's openly said the Afghans don't need guns anymore because we have the weapons. We're here to keep them safe, essentially. So guys, what you need to focus on is your training, and I know ammo is expensive, and we've been working on the FRT-22, and so I just want to talk a little bit about it. So what we're using is the CMMG conversion bolt kit inside, that suppressor's hot, inside our FRT-15 build. What it does is it drops in directly as a replacement to our bolt carrier group. I'd show you how it does it, but unfortunately, YouTube doesn't like gunsmithing stuff, so it's not going to allow me to show you. So I'm going to set this guy down real quick. Instead, I want to show you what you do need to make this thing work. And thanks over to the guys over at Bore Buddy for helping get these parts to us to give some new testing. A new spring, which is going to act as kind of an additional buffer. It is going to control the rate of fire. It cycles back, and then it will cycle forward. So having a heavier spring in here will slow that rate down, give you a little bit better reliability. You've got a plastic wedge that acts as a little buffer pad that reduces the metal on metal contact whenever it rams back. Again, that kind of helps the wear and tear, but also helps the noise. Also, it makes it a little bit tighter on the spring in order to control that a little bit better with reduced bounce back. We've got the anti-bounce weight kit. It has tunable weights inside that you can adjust, made of aluminum, stainless steel, or tungsten to get that fully customizable weight in order to match the ammo that you're currently shooting. Lastly, what you need is the auto trip, which is made by CMMG. So when it's all put together, you end up with your auto trip here, and you end up with your anti-bounce weight sliding in, if it lets me do it, right about there. And then this directly drops into your 223 5.56 upper in replace of your bolt carrier group, and you're able to use your converted magazines to feed 22 long rifle. That video is coming soon, but I did want to give you guys an update. Also, if you go to Bore Buddy and purchase one of their full kits, you can get $10 off by using the code RBTVAFT. Again, guys, I appreciate all the support you've done for the channel. Stick around for more content as we get developed. If you guys want to see more of my gun collection, let me know, and we'll actually bring out and do some shooting just like we did with the SP5 here at the beginning of the video. We had some time for some other stuff, but I think that's all we're going to do today. So we're going to wrap this up here. Be safe, stay legal, and don't worry, if you've got an FRT, you're not a felon. Yeah. All right, thanks guys. We'll catch you later.